There's a lady that emailed me and said, am I dumb for asking you to pray for me while I'm doing Uber driving? Are you dumb? No. Do you know how many demons, evil spirits are jumping inside those cars? It's not a dumb question at all. And matter of fact, somebody sent me this video of a man who does Uber or Lyft. And I think the title of his video was called Succubus Was in the Lift. This woman got in the back seat and she said, I know all about you. I know you love Jesus and I know you're a freak. I know you love music. And the man said it blew his mind because he had never heard of succubus. I talked about this years ago, incubus and succubus, and I got laughed at. When people do Uber drive, there are so many different types of people getting in and out those vehicles. You have to be prayed up. You don't know what's getting in that back seat. Matter of fact, you don't even know who's driving. Now you got the Waymo vehicle with nobody driving. It's nothing wrong with praying, my beautiful sister. See, most people don't even think about stuff like that. You think about it, you picking up different people who are getting in the back seat. And we all know from studying that spirits transfer. Spirits jump off into people. Can you imagine you're an Uber driver and you driving down the street and the next one you get, it just get real solid when they get in the back seat? And they are a familiar spirit. Or like what Brother Rodney been preaching for years, they're not all the way human. Or what if you picking up a shapeshifter? I'm not trying to scare nobody. These are the things you have to ask yourself these questions. And you have to really be prayed up and you be like, what was that just got out of my back seat? But you also don't know who's driving the airplane, flying the airplane. You don't know who was driving the taxi cabs back then. You don't know who's really the bus driver. What you do, you have to, faith and prayer. A lady asked me on my job, would I ever get in that Waymo vehicle? I said no. I wouldn't trust that car with my life. She said, but have you ever rode an airplane? You didn't know the pilot? I said, yes. But I rode with the Most High too. And that's a great question because do you know half of the time you was on an airplane, or even if you took taxi cabs back in the day, or you riding on the city bus, did you know the driver? Some of y'all may say, I knew the driver, but we just don't know. But when you have spiritual discernment, you know. You know that this spiritual realm ain't no joke. And you know, once again, everybody ain't human. I know people getting tired of me and people join saying that all these years. And to the people that saying, I'm finally good to see y'all waking up, these videos are old. We've been woke. We've been trying to wake people up. What we doing is a recap on something we said 15 years ago or more. We've been talking about this stuff. It may look new to y'all, but to those that know us, ain't none of this stuff new we talking about. We've been talking about it, and we're going to keep warning people. It's just YouTube decided to go through the feed on our pages and throw them around to people's pages, trying to make them almost look like they knew. But we've been talking about this stuff, so be careful out here, family. Shalom.